Hey, how's it going out there today, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. I am in Minnesota. I am going home for the day. Just waiting on my ride to pick me up. And, yeah, gonna have a good day at the house. I got a load on right now, brought up from North Carolina. Does not deliver until tomorrow night. Ran it up here as soon as I could. I'm not happy that it doesn't deliver till tomorrow night. I hate sitting on these loads for these people. But you got to do what you got to do sometimes. It was a decent paying load. This was part of a round trip. I booked both of them back to back from the same person. And, you know, it was like 2,700 all miles. It paid like $6,000. So I jumped on it to not have to worry about trying to find something back. You know, I do got to sit here and let the reefer run for a day and a half, almost 2 days. But it is what it is. You know, you do what you got to do. It's like 30 or 40 bucks. I had to drive about 60 miles out of route to come to the house, but you know, it's a day at the house, so I'll take it. Not a bad run though. Like I said, it paid $6,000. It's about $225 a mile to the carrier. I don't know, ballpark, that puts me like $1.75, somewhere in there, $1.80. I didn't do the math on it. I spent $80 in tolls on this load. The majority of that was West Virginia Turnpike. Sorry, having a moment there. Spent $11.46 total on fuel, and that's about what I used. Fuel prices went down again this morning. I seen a barrel of oil, and it was like 20 bucks a barrel this morning. That is good for the short term, I guess. So I got fuel. I filled the reefer tank up this morning. I'm right at $2 a gallon right now with discount. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And so yeah, I spent $11.46 on fuel. And yeah, kind of a sweet little run. I'm trying to set up another one of these for this week. Hopefully we can get this off tomorrow and put in the word trying to get another one. You know, it's not the greatest of money, but you know, if you can make $6,000 a week steady, it's pretty good. So I'm going to try to stick with that. It's an easy run, you know, just down to North Carolina and back. You know, so it makes it pretty simple, and with no hours of service, you know, I can get it down there as soon as possible. They'll take delivery ASAP on the one going down, and that way I don't have to run as much reefer fuel, and then, you know, go over, get reloaded, run it back up here as fast as I can, and then I get a day, maybe 2 days at the house. I could have got this here last night, but you know, I like having no hours of service because I can sleep when I'm tired and I can run when I want to run, and to me that's the safest way to do it. So you know, like yesterday, I got up, it was super windy. I got horrible fuel mileage from like Illinois back to Minnesota, like 30-mile-an-hour wind yesterday. And, you know, started my clock, and then I drove for like 2 hours into that wind, and I said, no, I'm going to shut this down, not drive into this wind, and got up this morning and finished it up with a lot less wind. So I like when I can just start my clock, stop my clock, you know, which really there is no clock, I guess. I don't know why I'm saying start my clock, stop my clock. I can start the truck and drive it when I want, and I can shut it down when I want. I don't know. The having no APU really hasn't caused a problem yet. I think this week I idled maybe 2 hours. You know, basically what I do is, it's been really cool in the afternoons. I had one day, so I try to run when it's hot, you know, since I can pick when I want to run. You know, I typically, on this run, I would get up at about 9 in the morning, run it during the hottest part of the day, shut down at like 5 or 6 in the afternoon when the sun's kind of lost its, you know, lost its heating power, however you want to say that. Yeah, so typically what I do is whenever I stop for the afternoon, you know, I'll shut the truck off, let it drop some temperature, and then right before I go to bed, I'll crank it up and let it run for maybe a half hour. With the full AC going just to cool it down in here, and then I'm usually good for the night. the past 2 nights, it's actually been cool enough that I ran the bunk heater. So, not idling a lot so far. That's been really good. You know, like I say, that's going to change a lot when summer comes around. But for right now, it's not really hurting me too much. Not having the APU, idling a little bit. Like I said, I would say max 2 hours this week of, you know, idling just to run the AC. So, all is good. But, yeah, I just wanted to give you a little recap there. Everybody take care of each other out there. Stay safe and make that money, everybody. It's that time. Now is the time, because you never know what's coming next week. So enjoy it while you can. Get the money while you can. And take care of each other out there. I'll learn to talk one day. I appreciate everybody watching. Be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you could for me. Later, everybody.